example. I want to tell a very short, because I'm looking at the time, a very short story about the final poet of the night, who is a poet who has been sent to us from Beat Freaks. This poet, one of the first times I went to Poetry Jam, he walked into the room and people were like, is that Sipho? Is Sipho? Sipho? Is that Sipho? Is that Sipho? And people were like turning around like this. He's here, he's here, he's here. It was very special. Sipho, Sipho. I was quite confused. But then he performed. And I was like, oh, that's why people speak about him like somebody, like with the touch of an angel has walked into the room. And I say that to say, poets hate to be built up more than they need to be built up, because then they have to live up to it. And hosts love to build them up in that way, because it's not my problem. But also, it's not Sipho's problem, because Sipho is about, I am 100% sure, to shake the room. So if you see him coming through the room anywhere, you know, say Sipho, Sipho. But I can't see him at the moment. So please, put your hands together, make some noise for the legendary Sipho.
You know it well. The open mic performer's bow, often performed with a gesture, calling the audience member with all their excitement, about to hurl it down. To calm down. And the poet friend next to you, with their excitement, their nerves, their butterflies, to calm down. When a poet's name is introduced, and they know they must move from one side of the room to the microphone, that's their mission. When it comes to my mission, I'm Michelin. I'm not messing. I know who I am in regards to a blessing. A Bullaway you're born, Birmingham adopted, brother's keeper, neighbor's brethren. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. See, a poet knows who their friends are. And they know where they can go to call home. They often stick around. And they don't play around. When we were doing this, we were just like many of you right now. Hella nervous. Anxiety-ridden. Felt unbefriended. Thinking the whole world will come to an end. But we had friends we were yet to meet. Just around us at every moment. See, when we were doing this, our shoulders were literally crisscrossed. We were moving in ways that we were forced to, because when one side moved, the other did. When one side moved, the other did too. But we grooved. Doesn't Birmingham groove? We moved. Because doesn't Birmingham move? The stairs were seats. The floor were seats. The poet who had to make their way through from one side of the room to the microphone. Marching across people who made landmines, trying to reach a mic, lit by some coffee shop lights, held by people who told their truth in a way that parents had never heard, in a way that siblings could only wish to hear their siblings speak to them. This place changed lives, and it's continued to do so. Because what I'm speaking of is 10 years ago. It was hot. It was full. It was sweet with sweat. It was 2013. Band, you think you could give me something which sounds like Birmingham? Once an open micer, always an open micer. I only have 5 minutes. Let me get into it. 2013, and the day that I met Samara. Trauma made friendships. Another way that trauma is manifested. God, is this how one's own resilience is tested? Talk to this friend, meet a stranger and spill. Let them pour you a drink and spill. Pour out your guts away from the sink, hollowing out your body, tapping it out until there is nothing left because all you have done was spill. You hope to meet them again. You talk to this friend from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., hoping that they might invite you to an event which shapes the way that you write ever, that you use your pen. They talk something silly to you. They tell you their innocent truths. You're given a flyer and you see an invite link on Facebook. So you like and you poke. Because that's what we did back then. Now making your way up to the top of the stairs is no easy feat. But your heartbeat is featuring. The snaps are leading. And you know this is a space where you can be saying, I am from Birmingham and I'm proud. I said you can say, I'm from Birmingham and I'm proud. I mean, I'm asinfuna ngakhuluma indebele. Because bakhona abantu khona lapha abazosuhuma labo bazokhuluma and I will be accepted. You can enter a stage and freeze, knowing that your support system may even offer you a poem themselves. Wild Dreams and Louder Voices, the Poetry Jam Anthology. The Jam. Maya had the jam. Langston had the jam. Abel Meeropol roped Southern ropes into song. Freedom had a voice, now freedom hides behind art. But the poet loves the painter. And the polymath loves jazz. And the revolutionary, though young, fights fire with cool. Prejudice with style melts genres onto canvas to engage new gatherings. In this chat and chat, who knows the changes. In this is the thinker who loves the heart of one. This is all one. So proudly and loudly, the jam continues on.
Sipho. Is it Sipho?
The legend of Sipho.
Sipho.
Wow.
Sipho.
Jeez.
I have to confess a moment of genius. I didn't know anything about the poem, but I feel like the intro really. I forgot to mention the stepping over people sitting on the floor, but yeah, that happened.